Howdy. Sorry, I've been doing a little bit of work with the screen not showing. I'm working on adding a screenshot functionality real quick to make it easier to share when I'm going live. I should have done this before I started, but might as well share it now. Hope everything's going well for you. What's going on? Alright, we got an error. Can't save PNG add path. Why not? Oh, I see. Wait. Does this need to be the other slash? Doesn't like that. Okay, I see. So rather than there should be path. Make sure that this is associated this path join path, this path. Let's try that. Got an error. Save at path. Why can I not save? Oh, I see, I see. So the file name that I'm trying to do is invalid. Because it has characters that it doesn't like. So I can do string.validate underscore file name. Oh, I see, I see. There we go. Have to call it on itself. Because I think, yo, how's it going? I'm working on a screenshot tool. Okay, it says it saved it, but I don't know if I believe. Oh, it did save, okay. Yeah, I'm good. I got my Switch 2 pre-ordered today, which is exciting. I tried to pre-order it online last night at midnight at multiple retailers, and they all failed me. But then I was like, okay, GameStop is only doing in-person pre-orders. There's a GameStop at the mall a couple minutes from my house, so I will go right when they open, or half an hour before they open. And I was like the 15th person in line, and they were getting like 80, so it's all good. I got the Mario bundle. I didn't bother with anything else because Switch 1 Pro controllers and Joy-Cons work with the Switch 2, and I'm probably gonna get Donkey Kong digitally. So, or even if I do get it physically, I'll probably be able to get it without worrying about it. Yeah, I at least I'm pretty sure. I hope so, because we're only gonna get one Switch 2 for now. We might get another one later. Yeah, here we go. Here's the can be used pairing wirelessly to the Nintendo Switch 2. Can be charged on the dock. You can pretty much use all the you can't use the docks and chargers and stuff. You can use the GameCube adapter. Obviously you can use the Joy-Con grip and charge grip with the original Joy-Cons paired to it. But yeah, it looks like pretty much everything Switch 1 works if you pair it through Bluetooth and the game is compatible with it. So all my Switch 1 games will work. And since we have the Nintendo Switch Online, I'll get the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom upgrades for free, which is great. Not that I need to play those games again, but all right, this is great. Yeah, we'll definitely have to play. It looks awesome. And yeah, being able to play with I also heard, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I heard that it doesn't matter what camera you use with the Switch 2. Like, somebody was saying that you can just plug in a regular webcam, and I don't know if I believe that. That's fair. You've had a lot going on, shipping games and stuff, and making cool features to make games more playable for more people. It's a big game. It takes a long time. Okay, here we go. You may be able to use a USB-C camera accessory you already own. However, not all cameras may work as intended. It has a test USB camera feature in the menu. So, I'm gonna try it with my Logitech webcam. I don't think it's gonna work with my Kinect, unfortunately. But I don't want to spend however much money on a webcam, at least for now. There's only a couple games that I care about that for, like Mario Party might be fun. Forgot to put my Vipo in typing mode. But yeah, I built a screenshot tool for my VTuber, so I can take screenshots of it for using for YouTube thumbnails eventually. And I was like, I might as well build similar functionality for this game, so when I want to go live and post on Blue Sky or whatever, I don't have to like bust out the snipping tool and awkwardly like do stuff like that. At some point I want to build like a full like photo mode for both the VTuber and for the game, but for now just having a button that grabs a screenshot and saves it with the date and time in a folder, that's plenty. So I don't know if you saw this yet, I added a targeting mode. And so I want to add, today I think I'm going to try to add backflipping and jump attack and side hops. Yeah, it was actually like, I was shocked at how easily it just kind of worked. There's still some funkiness with the animations playing correctly when you're strafing around a target. I also realized, because I don't have a concept of damage types, this thing that's supposed to be only damageable by bombs, you can just chop it with your sword. Oops. But yeah, I've been making good progress on this. It's like starting to feel like a game. and like getting to the point where I'm having like most of the movement tech that I want. I still want to add ladders, ledge hanging, and climbing up onto ledges, pushing and pulling blocks, climbing ladders, and maybe swimming. But I think those are the only like movement related things. Obviously, like some of the items will have their own movement related stuff. Like I want to add a hookshot / grappling gun sort of thing, and a bow. So the bow we'll have to like move the spine of the character while we're aiming it, at least when we're in third person. And I think rather than doing what Wind Waker does, where they put you in like a first-person shooter mode when you have the bow out, I think I'm gonna do more of a third person. Yeah, hookshots are just awesome. But yeah, I want to add bow, add a boomerang, a hookshot. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do more of like the Twilight or Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom style bow, where it's just like an over-the-shoulder third-person view. I don't feel like having a first-person mode is necessarily how I want to do it. So both the hookshot and the bow will use the same aiming. And then you'll be able to... Yeah, it's getting to the point where it's like, I'm not remaking Wind Waker anymore, I am making my own Zelda-style game. And I'm just kind of picking and choosing what I like from each iteration. Making it my own thing. Which, I mean, that was what I had planned on doing all along. I wasn't gonna make just a Wind Waker remake. 1-to-1. That's how you get Nintendo mad at you. You know, I'm using all my own assets and everything, so it's more of a game inspired by than a fan game. That was weird. But yeah, definitely got a good starting base. And I'm starting to get really comfortable in Godot as well, which is great. That was kind of the whole point. Was so I could learn Godot better. Cool. Alright, my screenshot tool works. I do want to go in my... I'm gonna add... Yeah. I want to... I'm gonna go in the git ignore and ignore this folder. I've set my, or at least I thought I had set my taskbar to hide automatically, but sometimes it just doesn't hide and then stuff gets hidden behind it, which is really annoying. find that git ignore file. I'm gonna manually edit projects. Do projects. Git. Git ignore. Everything. Cool. Got my screenshot folder added to the git ignore because I don't want to have a bunch of screenshots clogging up my Git repo. I mean, they're not that big, but like, I'm gonna be taking a lot of them. Alright, let's start working on side hop and backflip. Add node. This is gonna be side hop. And then back. Just a node. Backflip. Scripts. Player states. Script, player, backflip state, inherits from state, and also inherit from state, player, side hop state. Backflip, side hop. All right. So we want a reference to the animation player, or the player animation controller, and we want a reference to speed. These are probably going to be pretty similar, almost the same, but they'll have different directions to them then. Export bar, back, oh, this is side. Equals 8. reference to our animation. We'll want a reference to our player character controller. And we also want a reference to the idle state. We'll have our direction equal to player controller dot direction. We might not need input, the player input here. Let's see. So we get the direction, which is player relative. Let's see. Yeah, no, we do need a reference to the input direction, I think. Or did I put this in here? We have direction. We don't have input direction. Alright, so yeah, we can just say side hop, input, player input dot move input dot x. I think we only need the sign of it. actually a thing. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's what we want. -1 for -1, positive and 0 for not a number or 0. Player, controller, velocity equals velocity equals a player character controller velocity, and we can set velocity dot x plus equals sine hop speed times input direction, and then the character controller dot velocity is equal to velocity. And I think we also want to add a little bit of up. Like 3. We probably also want we want to get the ground check wherever that is. I thought it was in grounded states. Okay, yeah, we do have that. Like, we already have a reference to the character controller, so we can just we can wait for this to be true and then move to the next state. we'll say if your character controller is on floor, we'll say if state equal to self, and now we need to do let's see. I'll add a function to our animation tree. I've been making this way more complicated than I need to. I'm just going to make a function called side hop. It will take a direction, which will be an int. And we'll have another one, backflip. And then go back into our side hop. And we'll say player animation side hop. And then we'll pass in the direction, or input direction. So in our idle here, where are we? Oh yeah, we can only get to roll from walk. So here we can say we need a reference to our lock on, which is here. Target mode 0 is no lock on, I believe. Let me just check this. Target mode none, so yeah, target and locked, no target. This is gonna be, gonna have to copy and paste this stuff to both distortion roll. Input dot new input. So if the absolute value of x input is greater than the absolute value of the y input, then we do a side hop, else then we do backflip. Actually, no, we need to, let's see, if player input dot y is less than 0, and actually we probably want a little threshold, so like 0.1 is less than negative 0.1 or greater than, yeah, let's make it 0.2. We'll tweak that later, but it's greater than 0.2. Then we do a jump slash. Which I have not added yet. I know this is not gonna work correctly because most of these states don't do anything. Okay. Why didn't that work? Why didn't we side hop? Or jumps, or not jump slash, but. Why didn't it like that? I do need to copy this for run. Input. So I have export var player input here. But it's saying on a null object because export var player input here. Oh, it's on ready, not export, but still. Okay, what if instead of this is working. Oh, it's because I didn't set this stuff up. Let's try. I see, I see. And I gotta do the same thing in walk. So I'm saying player input dot y instead of player input dot move input. Side hop works, but there is no gravity on the side hop state, so side hop. Why am I still going up? Why am I still going up? What if I just Oh, it's update physics state, not process physics state. And I'm guessing that it's probably going to immediately transition to idle because it starts on the ground. Yeah. Say if he's on floor and player character controller dot velocity is less than velocity dot y is less than 0. So that way it'll only change states if we are going down. Okay, I think we do need to multiply by delta here. There we go. Side hop, side hop. Oh, okay, I do need to add, let's see. So in our enter state, we'll say player character controller dot ignore input is true, and then exit state player controller dot fun exit state ignore input is equal to false. That way we can't control our direction once we've started our side hop. Hello Fullbaka, how's it going? I'm working on adding a side hop. And eventually backflip. But right now the side hop is just a little jump, not moving the player to the side. Why is that? Alright, I think I have it flipped. Whoa. Alright, hold on. Nice. I am also good. I managed to pre-order a Switch 2 this morning. Alright, I just yeeted myself off the edge. Yeah, I tried pre-ordering one at midnight. I was not successful. But there's a GameStop at the mall near where I live, and they didn't do pre-orders online, they only did them in person, and they didn't open until 10, so I was able to get there like 20 minutes before they opened and get in line, and I got there early enough that I was able to grab one. Alright, so side hop works if you're facing this way. So I just need to make sure that the input is relative to the camera. Also, the code for the backflip and the jump slash are swapped. Also, because of the way that I just changed that movement stuff, my roll was too much. Still might be too much. Maybe like 6? Or maybe it just lasts too long. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that feels better. Got our lock on. Alright, I'm gonna just in our backflip and jump slash, we're just gonna go straight into the idle for now. To make sure we don't like break anything. I don't want to get stuck in a state that doesn't do anything right now. There we go. So yeah, it's backflip and jump slash are swapped from what I want. easy enough. Greater than 0.2, less than -1. Don't know why those are flipped. And then same for this one. Yeah, backflip, jump slash. But also, jump slash should only happen if the sword is equipped. So we can say else, and then we can do a roll. And I do realize that because these have a lot of duplicated code, I probably should condense them into a single class. That's a later problem. Actually, I think they're basically identical. It's just the only difference is their speed variable. So this was all right. think that's what we want. So it should be relative to the direction the player's facing. Oh, what did it not like? X. Hi Mal, how's it going? I'm working on side hops. They're kind of busted right now. Good. Good to hear that you're doing great. I'm also doing pretty great. I was able to pre-order a Switch 2 this morning. Set the velocity to equal that. Side hop. It's always side hopping me in the same direction. Always left. Ooh, nice. That's funny. Why am I always jumping left? Interesting. Alright, this is working. It's just backwards. Cool. So I do need to be where I'm deciding what state to move into. I need to be doing the input relative to the player, not not just the raw input. That's fine. Cannot side hop while you're holding a pot. Alright, now let's hook up the side hop animations. That shouldn't take too long. Might as well also add the backflip one here while we're at it. Backflip. Transition. Needs to not be an intermediate. It needs to be backflip. Back to idle at end. Cool. And then we'll add the jump attack as well. Starting to get messy. But that's animation state trees for you. They get messy. set, and then you can grab the parameters, conditions, set out right. Left. And then await get tree create timer play. When do we call it? Tree delay timer. And then set them both to false. And then here we can just say set backflip to 2. Cool. And then in backflip we will you just want to throw this in here and then say backflip. And then let's go in side hop. Yeah. Backflip. Backflip. Okay, the side hop animations do have root motion, so I do need to get rid of that if I can. Side up. Back. Back. Yeah, they don't quite work, but it's better than not having a backflip. Yeah, let's see if I can get rid of the root motion on the side hops. Side hop. I toggle the hips off for both of these. We'll keep the rotation, but we'll get rid of the movement. Kind of works. I don't hate it. I'm gonna redo all the animations anyway, but it's funny that you can backflip like closer to that. What was happening there? Alright, let's actually hook up the backflip properly. Which it's gonna be a lot of the same stuff that's in the side hop, actually. So we'll see. Yeah. Maybe for a different game that would work, but that's not what we want here. So we'll say we need access to the player character controller. So we could say player character controller dot ignore input, it's true, and then we'll have exit state. And super, before that we will say player character controller dot ignore input is false. And then here, you want backflip, speed. We'll say that's 7 and backflip, jump. Also to float, so it's 8, I guess. And then we'll copy some of this from jump speed, and then we want to move relative so player character controller dot basis. basis times vector 3 dot. I think it's gonna be forward because z is flipped from what I'm used to. Times backflips. Yeah, we didn't actually assign the player here. My most common bug that I do every single time. Backflip. That was way too big of a backflip. Alright, let's try it this way. It works, it's just too much. So I mean, we can just set this to like 3 and this to like also 4. I don't know. Still really big. What if I just do that? That's more reasonable. But now it's a little wimpy. So let's set these back. Alright, I need something in between those. What do I have for side hop? I've got 8 and 3. I'll make them the same for now. Let's try 4. Alright, let's try 5 and 6. Feeling a little bit more reasonable. This might still be too much. Yeah. And I think I need to hook the jump slash also into the idle state. Because right now, pressing A just unequips your sword when you're standing still, but if you have a target, it should do a jump attack. Definitely gonna play Donkey Kong. I ordered the Switch to Mario Kart bundle, so I'm definitely gonna be playing Mario Kart. And I will probably pick up Metroid. I've only beaten the first Metroid Prime. I've played a good amount of 2. I've barely touched Metroid Prime 3, but 4 looks very cool, and I want to support Retro Studios. Fun fact, I actually used to live right down the street from Retro Studios. I tried to get a job there a couple times, and I was unsuccessful, but it would have been neat because it would have been super close. But I don't live in Texas anymore. But I have driven past the building that they are in several times. I know some people that work there. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I've applied to Retro Studios like throughout the years since my senior year of college. I never was quite the right fit, which is fine. I'm totally cool just making my own games. I want to make my own Nintendo-inspired games, not necessarily make Nintendo games for Nintendo. For a while, I did think I wanted to work for Nintendo, but I don't know. There's just a lot of like company culture stuff that doesn't jive with me, and I like working in a much smaller team. / just working by myself. Whereas if I was working at Retro, I'd be working with a bigger team. I do need to figure out some of these animation things where the transitions are kind of messing up. Yeah. Oh. I broke the sign. Yeah, I have a lot more creative control and input on my own stuff than I would working for Nintendo. That's another thing, like, I view myself as more of a generalist, where I have a wide breadth of skills, but I'm not like super specialized in any one thing. Whereas if you're working at a big company, you kind of have to specialize a little bit. Like obviously they want people that have a lot of various skills in different areas, but they're more looking for like, okay, this person is just gonna make tools for importing assets and they're not gonna work on game design or audio or anything. Whereas I'm used to working in smaller teams where I get to touch a little bit of everything. And I think it's more fun when I get to have more say in various things. We got ads running. And I think I'm gonna wrap up in a minute once the ads are done. So I've been going for a couple hours now. And I think we'll raid Steveticus the Third. He's doing some co-working study time, cleaning and setting up cubes. Nice. Let's see that screenshot. I took a screenshot while I was mid backflip. Oh yeah. Open an external. So Godot has a movie maker mode where it will like record to a file. I might make it so the functionality works similar to the share button on the Switch, where if you tap it, it takes a screenshot, but if you hold it, it will like save the last 30 seconds or something. I don't know if that's how the movie maker mode works. I'll have to look into it. Nice. I've never seen Steven's streams before, but he seems like a cool guy. So we'll go say hi to him once the ads are done. Let me double check my hacking plan to make sure that I was working on the right stuff. And check off what I did. Alright, lock on system. We got backflip. We got side hop. Oh, nice. I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'll have to look into how to configure it properly. Cool. Yeah, so I do still need to make sure the strafe animation is player relative. I think it's mostly working, but I'm gonna make a note for make sure side hop and backflip input detection is player relative. Cool. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. Got a lot done today, which is fun. And I should be back on Tuesday with more of the same. I do want to start doing more Saturday gameplay streams. I would like to play Twilight Princess. I'm not sure when that's going to start yet. but I will let you know here and on Blue Sky when that's gonna start. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll get this raid kicked off and we'll say hi to Steven. Have a great weekend. Bye.